Heads up, adventurers! This show is crafted for an adult audience and dives deep into the untamed wilds of mature content. Expect a hearty dose of swearing, references to drugs and alcohol, and our fair share of fantasy violence. So grab your gear and join us at your own risk. Let the dice roll. Lots of love, The Lost Omens.
I love it. There's just never anyone to play with on it.
There was that mission where we had to go from site to site to site, and you just charged off. And all I remember is, Matt, help! And the Hulk was just like running across, and loads of robots were. It was so fun.
The Halo Reach customization, I'm so happy we found our armors and I sent them in the Discord.
My boy.
I know, my boy was a thick boy. But he,
I love the slip look. That was mine, yeah.
So I had either make him look as big as possible and only use shotguns, or I would change it so it was like the ODST shoulder pad, so it was all smooth. Oh, it's a character game. Definitely my favourite game of all time. Yeah. Next to Black Flag.
It's number one for me. Always number one for me, Hillary. And welcome back. Hello. Hello. It's been a while, hasn't it? What is it now? Session 4.
No,
Great.
13.
For you guys, it's session 13, but for these guys on YouTube, it's session number 4. Remember? It's the complicated things.
Yeah, no, I'm still discussing that.
It's the numbers. What do they mean, mate?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So, Christ, you guys are leaving Littleton today.
Yeah, thank fuck.
Yeah, it's been a while. You guys don't know, but these guys have been here for
A year.
almost coming up to a year.
Yes.
The Lost Omens. That is really wild.
You're
It
welcome.
really is.
Wow.
Time flies, doesn't it? We hope you're enjoying it so far. It's really good to see the views go up and the feedback as well. But don't forget, we got TikTok. Follow us on TikTok. The intense stare down. We upload there as much as we possibly can, clips from the episodes and behind the scenes footage as well. Although there's not much of that now, but hopefully we'll get back into that soon. Cool. Anything else? Oh yeah, you'll notice Ben's absent again. Exhausting, very. But
Be here in like an hour.
An hour?
an hour.
How much did that visual accept that? An hour.
But yeah, he'll be here. He'll be here in time, I reckon. Hopefully. So Sorax is going to do his own thing. We'll see what he's doing at the start of the session. Yeah, without further ado, let's just have a bit of a recap. And as always, you should be watching the content anyway.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't need the recap, but we're going to provide it anyway because we're nice.
No, I've been
Maybe we'll stop in the future.
I have 8 pages of recap. I've not read them since last time. Let's go. Long rests have been started.
Wow.
Thalanil wakes up before anyone, naked. Looks around to see everyone asleep. Snorlax. Solrax apparently is stories like that.
Snorax.
Yeah, Snorlax.
Love it.
Thalanil decides to play a trick on Solrax and tie his shin pads together while he is asleep.
What's that, Richie? So, I'm sorry, LJ. I wanted this moment. We got it. We'll interrupt this recap to say that, oh wow, Richie Rose ran the London Marathon and absolutely bossed it. Because of course he did.
That was stolen medal.
Yeah.
The marathon runner
You'll
who
never
couldn't
know.
chase me.
Actually, if you follow us on TikTok, you would know because I posted that he finished the marathon. I'm sorry for the sus. Please follow us on TikTok. Carry on, LJ.
So yeah, Thalanil has tied Solrax's shin pads together as a little prank when he wakes up. From when Thalanil looted some of the mercenaries, he has a key. So he now intends to see if it fits any of the rooms in the Airbnb, whatever it is that the pub is. So he goes to the first door, and it doesn't unlock. And it just turns out that Aridani is in that room and awakens whilst hearing the door being attempted to open. But goes back to sleep because, wants those long rest benefits. Thalanil carries on to the next door, they don't open. The third door apparently does open. No, the third door doesn't open, it's the fourth door that opens to the key. He peered around the door to go see the situation, searches the room, very different to the room that he's been in. There's some furniture, there's a desk, a mirror, a bed, a chest of drawers, curtains are closed. The bed was well made, the desk was messy. Thalanil closed his door behind him and locked it. Goes to the desk, lots of papers, writing equipment. There's writing on a piece of paper that he doesn't understand, but it says necrosis at the top of it. And has an skeletal ribcage drawing on a piece of paper with some annotation.
Impressive
With
notes,
the
LJ.
With the words "returning darkness" at the bottom.
Oh, that can't be good.
He takes the piece of paper that he can't read, and then he takes the necrosis paper. Then he hears something fall to the back of the desk, so he looks for what it is, finds a scroll, he unravels it, and in red ink, it's red ink on the paper, but he doesn't understand the writing. There's also a drawing of a skeleton and with a crown on his head.
You're doing well, LJ. Ignore them.
And he keeps that. He checks himself out in a mirror because he's a vain bastard. And then he goes to the chest of drawers. The bottom drawer won't open.
Say that in your notes at all.
He goes to the chest of drawers and that won't open. He tries, but then gives up. Walks to the cupboard. Meanwhile, Novarik. What?
Novarik?
New character.
Yeah.
Who the...
Novarik, in his dreamland, is practicing his training drills. Radek says something a bit sarcastic to him. He asks what he's doing in quite a sarcastic tone.
Radek essentially did that to you.
And then
Talking about.
Novarik just replies with, "Just wait, I've got plans, trust me." Radek then threatens to read his mind, and he says, "Be my guest." And then Matt rolled a nat 1, so Radek...
Why did you say that? Why did you say that? You didn't have to say that bit. The DM rolled a nat 1, guys.
Oh, careful, that almost broke your iPad. So heavy and girly.
Thalanil then opens the cupboard, sees a brown sack, grabs it. It's woven at the top. He opens it, he looks inside, and it's money, unknown currency to Thalanil. Looks tin in appearance, and it has a shine effect to it. It's electrum. There's about 50 pieces in there. Thalanil thinks he'll find who sent Vaughn through the mercenaries, or vice versa. Starts looking through the notebooks, doesn't see anything about Vaughn, but then randomly catches his thumb on a page, and there's a drawing of a mysterious bearded guy from episode 1, from way back at the Lost Omens, and it says the mighty Kalivak on it. There's lots of drawings in the book of like fighting things, and then the next page has an acid splash, lightning bolt,
Figure it out.
something undead, and a crown of madness. And then I've written my hand hurts.
Is this before or after you walked out the room with Glammlon?
That's your brother.
He then peeks through the window to where he can see the marketplace. It's being cleared of rubbish and dead mercenaries mainly. But then he sees on the field, and this is something that I still feel guilty about. Huddled in a ball, cold, is Fluffy.
Oh, Fluffy!
So Thalanil decides, I'm going to go get Fluffy. I can hear someone moving about. Aria wakes up.
Oh,
goes to sleep.
The notes just stop.
Yeah.
Alex? No.
Thalanil goes and helps Fluffy, calms her down. Calms it down. We don't yet know that Fluffy is a female.
Yet.
So Fluffy tries to communicate to Thalanil, starts digging on the ground, but the soil is soft. There's a yellow scorch mark that's quite violently been put on the floor. He touches it, doesn't feel different to any other soil. Fluffy then falls asleep on Thalanil's lap. Morning! Halflings are waking up, getting on with their days. Thalanil decides to help them, moving debris to the barn at the side. A child comes up to Thalanil and asks, "Is your name Thalanil?" And then says, "You're really cool." And Thalanil gives him a piece of electrum. Child hugs his leg, and then Thalanil tells him to go find some food for Fluffy if he has any change from what he's given it.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone else awakens apart from Solrax. Arya looks around, can't see anyone apart from Solrax sleeping. She heads out to the hallway and calls out, anyone up yet? Aridani then opens the door, walks out with Catalan just behind. Looking a little bit messy. Arya storms off. Catalan takes a moment to realise what that looks
Oh, that
like.
was funny. That was
Novarik
fun-
awakens, says, morning Radit,
I know
no
you find it funny.
response. Puts his armour on, sharpens knives, goes to the tavern, sees Catalan. Pleasantries are done. Catalan tells him to talk to the Lost Omens because we plan on leaving and he doesn't know. Pulls him to one side. I'll be frank with you, I do not know you well, but when I told you I trusted you, you helped me twice. Gives me a feeling you aren't who you say you are. Matt talks too quick, but that wasn't all.
That one. Talk too quick.
Matt talks too quick, but that was basically a
What is
warning
this
to Dann
shade?
and Novarik not to throw the Lost Omens away.
Mm. I'm sorry, I'll slow
Novarik
down.
says he won't, and then asks where we're going. He asks Catalan where he's going, and he says he's going to depart. Arya's having a stop outside, sees the empty marketplace. Rickfin is planning a party. Thalanil heads back to the tavern to find him and Fluffy some food. Says hi to Arya. She doesn't really say anything. Aridani's gone back to the marketplace to find Fluffy. Finds her. Realizes she's a girl. Uses some magic.
She's just a
We
girl.
never actually knew that Fluffy was. She's just a girl. And then also goes to find some food. Goes to the kitchen in the tavern. Thalanil finds Catalan and asks if sex was had. And Catalan just says, I spent company with her last night.
Integral to the narrative. So important.
And then Aridani and Catalan just say good morning to each other, and it's quite awkward. Arya heads towards the square, sees the mayor and the blacksmith handing things to people door to door. Heads over to see if they need any help. They're handing out customary defences to everyone in Littleton. Arya offers to help. Mayor asks how Thalanil is. She's confused why he hasn't left yet. And then Arya sees Bugbear's head on a pike, walks away. Bruv, what have you written, LJ? Oh, I see. Thalanil has seen the bugbears on the head of a pike, the bugbear's head on a pike, and then walks away. And then the mayor gives Arya daggers to give to people, and then Arya says, if anyone asks where I am, lie. Aridani sees Novarik and Thalanil, but I decide to stand and watch out of sight to see what they're talking about. Will you two
Stop it! LJ's doing very well.
Thalanil calls for Janelle in the tavern. She's in her attire, ready to leave, asks if we can eat before we go. Novarik sits with Thalanil. Aridani again is watching from the shadows. Thalanil says he doesn't trust Novarik. Novarik asks how he can prove his trust, that he's trustworthy. Thalanil says that they need to talk about Radit. Novarik lets his mind summon Radit to show Thalanil. Closes his eyes, his vision's blackened.
Doesn't go how you wanted it to, did it?
Grey filter over. There's like a grey filter over everything. Thalanil sees Novarik's body sliver, then two red horns appear, yellow eyes with slits of black. Pleasure to meet you, I'm Radit. Novarik can't get out of this body that he's in, but Radit's taking control. And Radit asks what he wants to know. Thalanil asks what is his purpose, and Novarik
Perfume.
resurfaces saying resurfaces, and then not Catalan. Who's Catalan? Oh,
Who the fuck is Glammlon?
Radit says, bring me back, I was having fun. Novarik tells him to tell Thalanil about their initial deal. Radit's back. My purpose, same as you. Novarik's tribe was destroyed. So was Thalanil's? It says mine too. I don't know who that is.
Radit said that.
Yeah, Radit said that. Thalanil said that.
My purpose, same as you. Oh, I see. Hang on. Novarik's tribe was destroyed. That's what he has told Thalanil. So was Radit's. and then we swore they would like reform a tribe. He sees potential and strength in Thalanil. He sees determination and he sees death. Your friend in the cave, his disciple. How do you think Novarik got there? Talking about Goldrick. Is any of this making sense?
Yes.
Okay.
I forgot I said that.
Yeah.
And then he asks
Thank you for
where
noting that
Bloodsmith
down. That was cool.
He's like winding Thalanil up by asking where Bloodsmith is. Braddock wants his tribe to be rebuilt. And basically says that we all need to stick together. And then he also tells him of the deal with the innocent soul. The mercenaries could take that place. And he offers Thalanil a deal. Thalanil says no. And then says he doesn't trust him and he disappears. Novarik goes to leave. Aridani stands in the way to stop him. His eyes ignite. Back into Radek. You're no fun.
Yeah.
Suck it up, Novarik, apparently. We need to help. Our strength alone isn't enough.
You did say that to Radek. You just like stop being a bitch.
Yeah.
There's a whole moment where Radek calls Aridani out
Oh
and then ends it by basically saying, you don't know who you are, and Thalanil stops the conversation before Aridani gets upset. So crashes through the ceiling.
Amazing.
The best entrance into any session ever. You cannot convince me otherwise. I'm sorry.
Janelle asks where we're going. Arya knocks at the doors with daggers in her. Oh, she's knocking. I'm not. She's knocking. So we've skipped Arya. Arya's knocking doors in Littleton, handing out daggers to people. One of them is particularly worried and asks about the mercenaries. Arya persuades her that they will be fine.
Yeah.
And then goes back to the market. She sees Catalan with a hood. He helps the halflings that are decorating for the party, and then he goes to the tavern and so does Arya. Catalan asks the Lost Omens what the plan is, and then also says to Arya, you're upset, and she walks away from him. Thalanil and Solrex leave the tavern. Aridani goes over, gets a bit of bread, and say, what do you think happened? Aridani says to Arya she needs to calm herself, nothing happened, and then leaves. Arya
Was that you gaslight?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was an ordeal.
Novarik goes to the blacksmiths, asks him if he wants to join us on our travels. Thalanil comes and asks for scimitars. Blacksmith says no to Novarik. Sorax asks Hadlan what's on his mind. Hadlan tells him to look after Arya. He says he needs to be unseen. Sorax tries to persuade him to come with us. Doesn't work. Hadlan tells him he'll find him in Alderaz. He says head to the borders, see if you can find the remnants. If you find them, you will find me. Look to the power of the west, seek the remnants. I will not be far behind, is what Catalan says to Sorax. Outside, Aridani goes to sit with Arya and lightheartedly says, so girls' night. She says,
Girls' night!
I can tell she's still pissed about it, but not worried about our friendship. Thalanil gets 2 scimitars.
Hooray!
Sells his battle axe to the blacksmith for 10 gold. Explains what a blight is, but the blacksmith doesn't want the blight. Lance. Novarik tries to sell his morning star for 14 gold. And then
you got bye Morningstar.
Shout, yes, Mayor says hello, meets Solrax for the first time, asks for our plans. We say we're leaving and want to say goodbye to Rickman. He says, take the centre path, then the right, then the left, western plains. Right is the Alderaz viewpoint. We say our goodbyes to the mayor. Arya. Solrex tells Arya that Catalan isn't coming with us. She goes to look for him. Can't find him. He comes from behind the tavern. There's an emotional conversation. He has a quest and he must continue on it. She gives him her signet ring and makes him promise it's not a goodbye, it's just a see you later. She walks away. The Lost Omens are about to hit
That was fantastic, LJ. That was really good.
That
really
was an
detailed.
exceptional
You haven't got to do
remake.
it again. I'll take my note of that. That was just for a bit.
That was really cool, LJ.
Sorry.
Oh, in your earring.
If you ask me to do notes, I'll do them in detail.
Like that whole, like some of the dialogues I remember I don't specifically remember what I said, so that's friggin' awesome.
No, it's really good, LJ.
Really cool.
Thank you, that's what you're 15 minutes.
He did. timing it? Well, it's 19. Well, we talked for like 4 minutes at the start.
Yeah. We had a little catch up because we actually don't see each other.
No, we
in
don't.
between
We're not
sessions.
actually friends.
I don't even see LJ.
Yeah. When the camera cuts, it's just like no non-talking. We just leave. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm happy with that.
Yeah, really good, dude. Whoa! Fuck you all.
I was listening.
No, in fact, great. Fuck you too. Thanks, Elliott.
What about Matt?
I just said you were good.
Sorry, I just needed a little bit of a boost.
Yeah.
Boost.
Right.
Should we go?
Yeah.
Yes.
If
So-
I hear Rickman behind me, I'm loading my crossbow and sending my.
Wait, I'm coming with you.
Just to clarify, is Elliott doing the recap next time?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Oh. Yeah, get your pen up, boy.
I'm not
You think it was intense this time? You wait until I get the second camera. No.
Do you want me to make those?
No. No. You gotta do it, Elliot. You got
You
your
could just
break
watch the video.
You don't upload it in time.
Huh?
The episode isn't out.
Yeah, we haven't seen last episode. You've only just done.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've got a spare
Yeah.
pencil.
Hmm.
I can go get one at the bar.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she wants a pen. I'm making notes with my pen, and I changed my sheet with my pencil.
Right, let's get going.
Yeah,
Let's
please.
go. Okay, so the time of the day is now late morning, approaching midday. The sky is clear, warmer than it has been previously, giving the Lost Omens promise to a new day and their new adventure. Halflings remain scattered still, resuming their activities that they were doing when you first saw them. You can only assume that Glammlon is still inside the tavern after the farewell was said. And at this point, as you all unite together, Janelle just goes, no, okay. Is it okay if I just lock everything up and then I promise I won't be long. And at this moment, as Thalanil begins to frown, Sorax turns around and goes, fine, I'll stay here.
That's a really good impression.
Yeah.
Good impression.
You do what you need to, and I'll catch up with you guys. I'll
That's
catch up.
really good, bro.
Oh, cheers. Thanks.
Alright, mate. We won't be too far. Obviously, just stick to the path they told us, and we'll meet you later.
Cool.
Yeah, you're fucking massive. I'm surprised you can't see us from bird's eye view anyway.
Yeah.
And then we do our handshake.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. Roll for it, no. Roll for it, do a handshake. So yeah, Sorax frowns, but then he gets his great axe out again and begins to polish it and just leans at the side and says, looks at Janelle and says, well, go on then, quick. So Janelle just waddles off back into the bar. And then he turns around and gives a smile and goes, get a load of this girl. All right, what are you guys doing?
Do you want the directions again?
Oh, I've got my own notes.
Centre path.
Yeah, take a right at the split end of the path, another split at the left.
I put centre path, right path.
I reckon we stick to the centre path. Is that what we're going for?
Yeah.
I've got them on my hand.
This
I've got them on my forearm.
is weird. You guys are talking as like a group without halflings involved for the first time. This
I'm
is
looking at the directions I wrote on my arm,
yeah.
and I'm starting to get a little hot. So I'm like, right, you know, centre path, and let's do it. Yeah,
Shit.
I need to go to Centre Parks.
Okay.
Are you saying we take the centre path?
If that's what you want.
The centre path
That's
of
what everyone wants.
just to clarify, the centre path of what?
Can I
The
do?
path.
Of what path?
Can I?
The path on who on?
Okay. You're not. You're in the town square.
You're thinking we're at a woods. We're
But-
not.
We need to find where we're going to leave Littleton. So please, can I do a investigation roll?
I'm
Can I
gonna-
do trans dice?
Trans dice. Nice.
Trans dice.
Can I help them so they get advantage?
Helping, how is Thalanil going to help?
To help investigate as to where this path is.
Yeah.
We've left Littleton before, so she'll have to roll with advantage anyway because we've left it before.
But if a player helps you like to search.
You will roll with advantage if Thalanil is helping you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
So I've learned recently, and correct me if I'm wrong, DM, but if you wanted to like investigate a chest or try to a sleight of hand, if another player gives you a hand in doing that,
Yeah, you can.
am I right? You get an
Yeah,
advantage,
yes, correct.
I don't have to roll like this.
No. You've got to choose one person. Trans right.
That wasn't my trans one.
Okay.
Thank you. You went ahead.
You need that intact.
What is your investigation? Because mine's +1.
Plus one.
Yeah, you go. I
Sorry,
suppose
it's
you
like-
can have this one.
Load of dice.
Yeah.
Uh,
Do that one.
21.
21. Nice. Okay, yeah. So, Aradani and Thalanil work together. You don't literally put your heads together, but you stand side by side, just looking out towards the woods. Thalanil points out the path from the town square, indicating to Aradani that this is the best place to start looking for said route out of town. And then the sandy pathway heads up towards the woods. And with your investigation 21, you remember that the pathway here splits into 3 pathways going into the woods.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, let's take the centre path then. If you look ahead, you can see that path.
I know, I just pointed it out to you.
Okay, we're working together here, Thalanil.
Yeah, I know. Well, I pointed it out to you, and now you're telling me where it is. Tell these two.
Yeah, I was.
I'll let you take the lead.
I'll follow you. Yeah.
Do you want to take the lead if you tell me? I'm not going to take the lead on this one. Just tell me.
Okay?
And I start Shaggy walking, you know, from the old cartoons where he's like head forward and he's just. That's how I start walking down.
Carry on.
No, we're waiting for you, dude.
Oh, I'm walking. We'll start walking then.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You start walking through the town square as halflings carry on with their activities, and you all hear the cries and directions of Rickvan behind you, ordering them to get everything ready for the party. You hear the unmistakable
Still
I'd-
directing like a tower.
yeah.
I
No, they fell
made
over.
a picture of
So
that for AI.
you can see in your peripheral area as you're walking away, they begin to like hop onto each other's shoulders again to get back to the.
Up, up!
Yeah.
Just launching like Jim.
Oh hi! Yeah.
Do you still have any of the daggers?
No,
No.
no, you gave them all away.
I did my job.
I did my duty. Right. Okay. And yeah, so you walk along the pathway, and then you get to the woods. And there's 3 pathways: left, middle, right.
Well, no. I don't know if anybody else. Rickman told me to take the right at the split. This is a split, right? Can I roll for perception to check this is the split in the path?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Yeah.
Do you want some help with that?
Yeah, if you want. Am I rolling perception, Matt, or investigation?
Listen, I don't care what Thalanil thinks. This is the last opportunity that I'll ever get to say. Like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like what you see, follow us on TikTok and maybe Spotify as well. This is Rickvan, signing off.
In my head, a split is this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So there's a split, so it's like that. So that's left,
So,
right.
so yeah, your options are you can roll to remember specifically what Rickvan said, or you're trying to remap in your head what he's saying. So that would be a perception, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a perception.
Yeah, go on.
With my new dice tower. Oh shit, sick. 19.
Got a 19.
19. 19.
What did he get?
Matt, I rolled a 19.
Did you?
Red Bull gives you wings.
Oh, she said the thing. With a 19, you do remember that there were splits that he was talking about, but he said you need to take the right fork in the pathway.
This isn't a
He
fork.
said this halfway through his description of saying you need to take the center, and then as you keep walking along that pathway, take the right fork.
So this isn't a fork. Right. Okay.
It's free.
Right.
Actually,
So this is a
it's
trident.
free.
Yeah. So this is the trident.
So the prongs, not forks.
So like,
Because forks have prongs.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So this that's what I'm trying to clarify.
so the
four and
pathway,
a fork,
the
three
pathway
and a
looks like
trident.
that. Yeah.
Okay, sweet. I think we need to carry. I think we need to
The
carry
urge-
on.
the urge to play well,
because he told me a fork in the road. This is more of a trident. Because there's three paths. What do you reckon, Aaron, Danny?
Fine.
I'm just gonna back and be like.
Right, this way.
This is the first day of the rest of your lives.
Everyone with the Lost Omens tour this way. Anyone with Disneyland, go follow that guide.
There's no rhythm with this, dude.
All right, off you go.
Your vote.
You're walking down the centre
Walking.
pathway.
Can you play us a? Can you play us a tune?
Oh, fine.
So then we can get some bardic inspiration.
Get out of it again.
All right, I'm gonna sing a song.
Oh!
Hey.
I'm gonna pull out my
Well, I'm looking at
yeah, pull out the lyre.
Pull out the lyre. Okay.
Yourself. Oh. Sing a song,
Oh.
travel song if you want somewhere to go. The Lost Omens
Oh.
on the go.
Oh!
And I'm singing so they got some inspo.
Oh! What?
Yo!
That was incredible.
Yo! That was
Come on,
sick!
come on.
What?
He's got bars.
I loved it.
Yeah, that was fucking good, dude.
Right. Are you?
Video games.
Yeah.
I kind of wanna. Yeah. I mean, are you? Yeah. You can give bardic inspiration from that if you'd like to.
No, because it doesn't really matter right now. I'm just singing Stop the Boredom.
Just saying,
Right,
that's
okay.
fine.
I'll give you fucking inspiration when we need inspiration, dog.
Right, dog, just go on then. Wow, that's really good, Aaron, Danny. You can make some money of this when we get to Glammlon. I'm thinking of. I hear it as Bangerland. I hear it as Bangerland.
Glammlon.
Glammlon beat.
Yes. Oh yeah, that's.
Yeah, you get it now. Yeah.
Actually, for Thalanil.
Yeah, well, let's make some
We can make some money.
So, as Aridani
Now,
lets out a little
can I-
tune.
With Arya saying "Don't talk to me," can I get in between Aridani and Arya so there's like no?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just maneuver in. You like girls and girls like.
Yeah. So after the wonderful song from Aridani, the Lost Omens begin to walk through the centre path. Thalanil, of course, walks in between Arya and Aridani, very clear tension. The path and the surroundings remain relatively the same as they were before. Thalanil and Aridani, the path that you remember walking down, this exact route, was towards finding the goblin hideout from before. Of course, Novarik and Arya, you hadn't walked through this path from Littleton before, but you did run down this pathway. And in fact, no, Novarik, you remember it. Arya was unconscious at the time, I remember.
Is this
So-
like carried Arya out of the cave?
Yeah, when Arya was rolling death saving throws. Yeah, that was shot in the neck.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
Nolan.
Yeah.
Ah! Very funny. That was very funny.
Nice.
That's right.
Well, it's very funny. It is.
Really funny.
No, write that one down. It was an omen.
Yeah.
And I laughed.
So, the environment around you is dark, despite the sunlight. The trees are twisting and turning. They appear somewhat dead as well. With each of the branches that grow upwards, it's like they're scratching the air around them as like skeletal hands writhing out of a grave. It's just all kinds of eerie. The ground you walk on is solid. Dust and soil scatters with each footstep that you take, leaving behind little to no trace of your footsteps in the first place. The thickets and bushes are all dead as well. They stagger themselves up, all the trees around you, or just laying just beneath it. And of course, despite the dark environment, the sunlight is cracking through the branches, giving you daylight around you, so it's not impossible to see. You don't need dark vision. It's like a really just like condensed woods, despite the fact. Eh?
Can I sword ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pull out your sword. That's fine.
This reminds me of a tale I heard from an old dwarf when him and 11 of his compadres and a halfling were walking through the woods and they got attacked by some giant spiders. So I would like to investigate to see if I can see any kind of nastiness about.
Yep. Give me an investigation.
Giant spiders.
That's a 3.
Hmm.
Everything seems really good in here. This seems really healthy.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Thalanil has not had the privilege of walking through such an environment for most of his life.
And that kind of, I feel very humble for the life I've lived.
Yeah.
First time being here. Shit.
You do.
Yeah.
From the stories that you've read, despite you obviously reading that story and knowing like, oh, this is reminiscent of something here, you know, you've not seen woods like this in the books you've read or descriptions of such woods, so you feel as though it is somewhat different.
Did you get the reference I was making?
I know the reference you were making. Smells like copyright infringement.
Well, that's why I didn't go into too many specifics.
Yes, I know. Yes, please don't sue us.
I'll tell you another time when there's no camera or mic.
I'll tell you later. Yeah, cool.
I see Novarik take out his weapon, and I'm gonna take out my hand crossbow, just in case.
Cool, nice.
I'm now feeling nervous.
I'm nervous.
I'm gonna cross my arms to make it look like I'm just being like, this is pretty cool. But my hands are around the hilts of my scimitars, my new scimitars.
Ooh, the scimitars. Great. Arya, what are you doing?
Did you say the spider thing out loud?
Yeah.
Can I just like put a bit of distance between me and Thalanil so that if I need to change into one, I don't crush him?
Okay, that's fine.
Because if there are, I'm like, surprise!
Are we carry on walking?
Cool.
Yeah. I'm less walking like
Side note, am I
Shaggy
able to
now.
communicate with spiders when I'm in spider form?
You can try.
Oh.
It's not
Yeah.
an outright no.
Yeah. I walk less confidently. I've still got a bit of swagger to my strut, but I'm just like,
On the road again.
yeah.
I see the slight change in his walk, and I say, "Stirred."
No, that's
You
my
wish.
opinion.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And yeah, just keep going. I'm looking for the fork in the road.
Right. So you keep walking down the pathway.
Left.
Oh
That's
no.
right.
Oh no. Ooh.
A secret hatch.
Wow.
That's what happened to Blunt's
The pterodactyl ghost got him. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. You walk along this pathway for a very long time. It feels as though half an hour begins to pass. I'm assuming you're just all trudging along together. Yeah. Okay.
I'm still humming Aradani's song.
Nice. Walking through the woods, Novarik, you hear the whisper of Radek in your ear. He goes, "Well, that was interesting, wasn't it?" "What do you mean, what was interesting?"
Radek's getting so sick of it. Dude! Radek pulls out his own notebook and says,
Radek, yeah.
This is what we did.
Did you hear what was said? Yeah.
Yeah.
You make me look like a fool.
Yeah. We gotta do it.
What are you gonna do? You do hear Novarik say this as well.
Yeah. We were just going.
Yeah. Sorry, preempted.
Yeah. We're all company, so get up.
Just remember, we're in this together. You need to let
I
me
think
be
he's talking
me.
to his demon.
I'll let you out when we're ready.
I think he's got a demon in his head. And
Well,
they like to chat, but his
At
demon's
least
a
you're
little bit
with
of a
them,
weak bitch.
finally.
Yeah.
One step closer.
Start doing the trial soon.
Will we?
Yes, we will.
I suppose we'll see. And then the voice just withers away.
What's Rydick saying?
It's been a bit strong.
And what's he
Just
saying?
ask Simon what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, you know none of this, yeah.
He's got a demon in his head. His demon's a bit of a bitch.
Aridani did try and answer, and I was like, I wasn't asking you.
What's he saying?
He didn't like suffer with pride.
Okay.
I think we embarrassed him, but well, I think he had to admit that he was a bit weak in front of us. And it was hilarious.
Yes.
And it was imagine being a demon and considering weak. Anyway, that's what happened last time. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you as well because of your horns. I'm gonna carry on walking forward like.
We may not be
I'm
talking
so
much
tempted
again.
to ask you to do an athletics to see if you fall over after saying that.
No,
I'm
it's
so
alright.
tempted.
It's
No,
alright.
I'm not going to do that. Yeah.
Can I see you?
Do not fucking hit me.
Whenever you say that to us, that we may not be talking, but you should hit it again.
Please.
Yeah, alright, fuck it.
I wish to contest.
I'm just gonna give him like
I love that.
a love tap. No, as he goes to walk, I'm gonna put my leg out and try and trip him up.
I wish to counter, and if successful, I wish to trip up instead. So I want to push it back onto her.
Okay, right, so what you're going Aridani, you are going to roll to hit Thalanil, which
Yeah.
requires you to beat his armor class, of
Yeah.
course. Now,
Ah.
Thalanil,
Mm.
you are rolling to contest this, so you're rolling to avoid the hit. So this means
Dex?
I would say a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Yes. And if you want to then roll to counteract this and push Aridani over, this would require you to then do a hit back to beat her
Okay.
AC as well.
With my hands on my scimitars, does that affect my armor class? Because if I'm using them,
If you're holding them out,
so if even though I've got my hands on them, it's just my normal armor class.
are you is
Because my hands are on there, so if it's almost like I've readied. So I've been walking like this.
you
'cause I'm scared
have
of
you have
spiders.
that's fine.
okay.
Yeah,
Sweet.
yeah.
So you just got to be at 14.
14.
Yeah.
Go on then.
She just went, do you want to help me? I said, why would
That one.
Oh,
It's a
so
4.
Ah.
So now-
I
so-
mean, Aridani doesn't hit you. Doesn't require you to do dexterity, but you can roll to see if you push Aridani over yourself.
I just kind of want to look over my shoulder and be like,
Yeah.
you got me I gave you one hit. That's all you're getting.
Yeah.
And I just walk away.
Just stop trying your luck then.
But you got no luck left. I just carry on.
Wow.
Noted.
Why do you keep making enemies in this fucking party?
I'm not trying to make an enemy.
But this is Aridani though, as
Yeah,
a
true.
person, you know,
True.
portrayed
I'm
very
neutral
well.
evil, bitch.
neutral either. I'm awful good.
I
Yes.
go stand closer to Ari.
Okay.
And we continue walking.
We continue walking. It's feels like another 10 minutes goes by, and you re-encounter
Oh!
Is it
the carriage
Yeah, I was going to
that
say.
you saw all the way back for Thalanil and Aridani, all the way back in session 1, and for Arya and Goldrick in session 2. So Novarik, you do remember this. None of you really stopped to have a look at it. So Novarik, you haven't seen this in detail yet. So what?
It's something we're going to go
I wouldn't say Novarik is able to access Goldrick's memories.
That motherfucking been dead almost a year.
Yeah.
I mean, a week.
IRL. Yeah.
It's been 4 days.
Yes.
Between the parts of it. Between.
Yes. Well, this was where Goldrick came for the first time to meet the Omens. Yeah. Okay. So to obviously to describe it to the viewers, there is a yes to all our subscribers. Don't know why I'm American. There is a broken carriage in the middle of the pathway. There's still arrows embedded into it.
Yeah, because didn't we got attacked whilst looking
You
through?
got ambushed by
Yeah.
goblins here. You remember Thalanil and Aridane and Arya at the sight of these scattered corpses of goblins everywhere that don't appear to be here anymore.
The goblins' bodies have gone.
Sorry, what?
The goblins' bodies
Right.
that we killed here
Sorry, I was just looking at the bird.
are no longer here, Thalanil.
I killed a couple.
Yeah, they were dead bodies here. They were dead goblins here, and they are now not here. I say we either fucking ready your shit up or we make a move.
Do you know what?
No,
To
when
be
you
fair-
first arrived there with the gnomes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
To be fair, we did leave that cave with that tribe leader. So they have probably come to recover their dead, but I agree.
Before we move on, though, I would like to grab the arrows out of the carriage. I want to take them, and I also want to ransack the carriage to see if there's anything that will help us in our mission.
Cool. I wish to help with that because I'm curious.
So,
Yep.
am I going to do
You go over to the carriage, and there are 3 arrows clean in the side of the on the left side of it. To ransack the carriage, you'd need obviously investigation.
Yeah.
Thalanil, are you doing the same?
Yeah, I'm gonna be helping. So
Help. So, okay.
Go on, you go.
So I've got now 6 arrows.
Detect magic
wait,
would
is that
be
with
good spell.
Yeah, it's with advantage.
Detect poison.
Wow, that dice is really coming in for you.
16.
Oh.
Let's take it.
Yeah, 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Oh, for God's sake.
Spit out there.
Yeah, dirty 20.
Oh, yes, of course. You don't see Fluffy around you. What have I... Fluffy hasn't been walking by you.
I didn't show you what.
I swear I said at the end of
Some
Fluffy was
mother
with us.
you are.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. It's just the 4 of you. Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, let's hope Solrak brings it. I'm just going to send a quick text, not related to this session.
None of you looked back at Littleton before you left.
I'm preoccupied. It's not my
Beep, beep, beep,
It's
beep,
not
beep,
like
beep, beep, beep. Oh, I'm sorry, LJ.
Oh, I wish I
I'm such a bad pet
No,
owner.
it's okay.
Also, all that Aridane thinks about is herself. She should have never.
Fluffy
paid
always
for
comes
it.
back. Oh, shit.
My embedded arrow in Ari's throat. Shut
Investigation.
up.
Yeah. Shut up permanently. Whoa. Yeah, cool. So that was 16 obviously with Vant. Okay.
So dirty 20.
Oh yeah, dirty 20. Right.
Filthy dirty.
Right. So you go through the carriage. You can, as Thalanil goes onto the top of the carriage and begins to look in the exact same space that he looked before when you first found the carriage, and he found the note indicating why Rickvan was headed this way. You begin to look through again, Thalanil. Obviously the note's no longer there because you took it.
I found a note here.
So Aridane, you do the same, and you go to the other side. You open the other side of the carriage with all of the drawers in it, and you see a bag holding 20 copper pieces. From this angle as well, now that you're on top, you can see the reins at the front that have been snapped, and you can see the corpse of one goblin pushed to the side. This appears to be a beheaded goblin.
Oh, that would have been Solrak's.
I mean,
Can you remember if he beheaded one or if it's just been beheaded since we were there? What would he have beheaded?
His
axe.
if you want to,
Yeah, can we
Yeah,
see
can
it?
I roll a wisdom? Can I roll?
intelligence,
Yeah.
to see if you can remember who did that,
Can I roll intelligence also? To see if because I was there.
Is it intelligent? Oh,
Yeah,
it's an 8. So can't. Was he here before? Was that me or was that?
No, I mean,
Solrak?
I said say even with an 8, you do
Oh,
clearly
sweet.
remember that this was the goblin that you beheaded
Me?
with Goldrick.
Oh. I killed it. There's a body over here, Danny. This is the one I killed with that.
Aridane, did you roll as well?
Yeah, I got an 8.
What was his name?
Again, you remember. You remember this is the goblin that you spoke to as well. Yeah.
Fucking yeah, we heard.
You charmed the goblin and got it to be friendly, and Thalanil spoke to it in goblin language as well. And then Goldrick came along, and Thalanil and Goldrick were just like, you know what? And then you just decided to unalive the goblin.
Yeah, I did. I killed it one with that gazer. Bless you. I must have looted him before. I'm not going to do it again. He stinks. Fuck. Reminded me of that time I ate fish.
Should we dig a little grave for him or should we leave him?
Piss off. He wouldn't have done that with us. We'd be eating.
Oreo and Novarik, what are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
Sorry, I'm reminding him that his name was Goldrick.
Oh.
That's his name as a culture.
Yeah.
So Novarik, you said that you want to keep walking, do you? Yeah. So it's almost like enough. You know?
I was going to suspect the carrot that they found him on.
Yeah.
So, I guess.
So I've got one copper piece.
With gold, and you're fucking keeping it for yourself.
Can
I
I,
don't
like,
find it.
keep an eye on him?
Yeah, that's
I'm not saying a photo, but it's like,
Yeah, cool.
So that makes me
Yeah.
98.
Yeah, just keep it up.
reminiscing with Dan.
No, it's splitting the gold.
As there, it's copper. You found copper, yeah.
It was copper! Yeah.
So,
Whoa.
Thalanil and Aradani investigating the carriage, and Novarik makes just a leisurely stroll past. Not at a speed you're going to leave anyone behind, but an indicator to like go, like I'm guessing, you know? Yeah, and you see this, of course. Cool.
Right.
That's done. Should we carry on?
Yeah, it looks like Novarik's already.
Wait, sorry.
Skiing, all
Yeah,
right.
no, this is fucked. Because unless we make Aria, if we take time to repair it, Aria's got to pull it as a Ariachnid.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
Do you want to do that? No, she wouldn't want to do that. I'm disgusted you would even suggest it. And then I said, yeah, let's go join Novarik before he fucks off. And then we try and catch up. Well, obviously catch up to Novarik. Wait, I'd like to do a perception to make sure I don't see any fucking goblins that are looking at the body. Why did they leave this one? Hold on a minute. The brain's whirring. The ideas are coming.
Pause.
Let's roll it.
Yeah.
Go on.
I will also do that.
Womp.
It was a 5. Let me just investigate.
Can I say that while I'm keeping
We're safe.
While I'm
There's a smiley face.
Oh, look! A tree! Yeah.
Can you see on that panel there's a smiley face?
Did you not do that?
No, I didn't do that. How do I get in the roof?
Can I say that while I'm like keeping an eye on him, I'm also just kind of studying the area?
Perception, please. Absolutely.
I'm hoping. It's probably not gonna be.
What?
It's a dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, you look at your surroundings to the left and right. Aradani pulled out the arrows from the left side of the carriage, so you think, okay, so danger must have come from there. You do remember to the left of the carriage, this is where you and the Lost Omens walked through the thickets to get to this hideout. So it's a good place to start looking there. But after spending some time to let the sun calm down and your vision to truly just adjust to your surroundings, you don't see any disturbances. You don't see any goblins. You don't see anything hiding in a tree. So you look to your right. You don't see much else, but all of your surroundings as well. There's no footprints, but you look up. And you do hear movement above you.
Oh.
From the way that you've been travelling through the woods so far, there has been very few sounds of wildlife. The occasional twigs snapping, maybe a distant wolf howl, but you don't hear much else. But you do see above you, looking down at you on a branch, just a large bird, brown with just almost not golden wings, but just these burnt yellow almost wings, just looking down at you, and its head just cocks to the right, and it sees that you've noticed it, and it flies away.
Flies away.
Flies away.
I can't shoot it.
How quickly?
Like I'd say just a common bird. Flight, just going forward down the pathway. Jumps off the branch and goes.
I don't want to follow it.
Oh god.
You just said shoot it.
Alright, come on!
Oh, it's a bird.
Yeah.
Food or something.
Yeah.
What are you looking at? Because I'm obviously near
Does
Novarik.
nobody
Barb.
else see this? Is it just me?
No,
Well,
I was
Thalanil definitely doesn't. At that roll of perception, you are capable. I mean, if anyone else wanted to roll.
Yeah, go on then.
Go on then. Womp womp.
So it's
Oh, it's me!
Wait, so am I also rolling perception to see what way it travels?
Uh,
Or did it fly into the thing?
No, you don't need to roll to see that. Sorry, it flies down the pathway the direction that you wanted to head.
I was about to say, so past Novarik.
Yeah, past Novarik. Yeah. So yeah, what did you get?
Perception 20.
22. Oh yeah, you see the bird pass.
Can't call them that, though.
Wood.
Don't worry, go.
Okay. Yeah. The bird. You hear the disturbance in the air above you, as though it is the flight of a bird. So you look up, bird not there. You look ahead, and very quickly the bird goes whoosh off into the path ahead of you, out of sight. Almost as if it sped up after you. Yeah.
Just run after.
Yeah.
Right, should we keep going?
Yeah. Aria, if you just want to sprint, go for it.
Yeah, I'm just bold.
Give me an
Then I'm going to chase.
athletics.
I trust
Or
Ariana.
give me an athletics roll if you're sprinting. If you are.
Danny doesn't run.
Danny doesn't have to run.
Oh, but
What's that?
It's a 6th.
Ah,
That's exactly 6th.
11.
16.
6, 11, 16.
13.
Nice.
I'm the slowest out. Nice car! Double, triple, nice car!
Turkey.
Damn. So who got the Thalanil had the 6.
I've got loads of weapons.
So
I'm holding all of my weapons. Yeah.
So with a 6, you just vault off the carriage as you see Arya just sprint off into the pathway ahead of you. And you do stumble. You don't hurt yourself. You don't pull anything, but it's almost as if you weren't ready.
Do I stop to put my knee strap on?
You can do. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
I'll get trapped down.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Oh,
Oh, my ankle.
how
Let
ironic.
me
Yeah.
put my ankle strap on as well.
There's just random crowd at the side. Just
Yeah.
like, "Ah!" Yeah.
No, it's Thalanil 2025 #2603. That's me.
Hey. And with a roll of 13 and a roll of 16, did you say? Yeah. You managed to, with those rolls, you managed to catch up with Arya relatively well. Not quickly. I'd say, to be fair, Novarik, you had the advantage of being ahead. So you see her sprinting. So you start sprinting as well. So you're almost side by side. But I wouldn't say you're at a similar pace. Aridani, you're just behind them. And Thalanil, you're like, what? We're not. You can still see them. But you are at the back of the order of
What the fuck is
Well, it's not. This is the first time for coming last.
Oh my God. How do you do this? Oh. Anyways, you keep running.
You're winding me up today.
Yeah. You keep
Yeah, but
running.
no
down the
one
path.
heard that apart from me. You've already run, so it's just me trying to, like what I was doing in the marathon. I just have to make myself laugh so I enjoy the run.
Did you run a long marathon by any chance?
Quick to the metal, they're quick.
Whoa.
Matt, put a clip in. Put a clip in.
Woo! Richie!
That was a great clip. Look at that. Yeah. It was actually footage of me running. No, I'm kidding. Here's a good point actually. QR code. Boop. No, there. No. Shit. It's on the screen.
This is Matt arguing with himself as to where he's placed his QR code. We haven't got anything. It's
See.
no, it's over here. No, it's over
In
editor. and Matt-
editing, it's
future
just going
Matt's
to be
gonna
just
go,
like an exhale of my nose looking at this clip. Like, sure,
Yeah.
cool. You run for about a good 10, 15-ish minutes.
Oh,
The path just keeps going and going and going.
Do we notice the fork at any point?
Hey?
Do we notice the fork in the road at any
At
point?
the point in time that you keep on running for 15 minutes, the path begins to curve more than it did before.
But there's
with
no
your-
there's no fork.
There's no fork just
Okay.
yet, no.
Can I do an investigation roll if we've been sprinting or running for 15 minutes? Can I do an investigation roll for like a well or running water or a stream?
Oh, trust me, after 15 minutes you wouldn't need the water. I
Yeah.
would know.
Go, investigation.
Yeah. All you need is like an SIS gel,
Mm.
maybe a sip of
A good
Lucozade.
attitude.
Yeah.
Richie, where's PT?
So probably not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
So you're just looking for like running water or
Yeah,
anything?
just something to get a drink.
Okay.
Just
It's quite barren.
Yeah.
The environment around you is very eerie, very,
Tumbleweeds.
very dead. You've been in the woods twice before, and the only area of good, fertile life was the goblin hideout that you went
What's
to.
Janelle?
So, right, so
We will take a break soon, don't worry.
we need to go for a run.
Yeah, you don't really. Unfortunately, you don't see much,
okay, cool.
despite that roll. Yeah.
We just gotta carry on. Then.
Yeah.
Cool.
For a couple more minutes of running, Thalanil, you're quite tired. You are, but you do see the path split.
Split or is it
Eventually.
a fork?
It is a fork.
Okay, I bend down and pick up the fork in the road.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What?
It was a Nat 1 performance sound effect I just put in.
I've been dying to make that joke
Yeah.
since we specified there was a fork in the road.
Also, no, surely we've hit it before him.
Well, this is what I was
Yes.
going to say. So I notice, but has everybody else? Because I'm
You just run into
Yeah,
a tree.
'cause boom, if I've noticed the fork in the road, I'm stopping.
Yeah.
Uh,
So Novarik does, after a while of sprinting, does take the lead with you had the highest athletics roll, I believe, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
think it was
He
Elliott,
got 16,
LJ.
Yeah. So yeah, the path does, there is a fork, there's left and there's a right. And there's a big tree in between going upwards. Many of the branches look as though they're going back in on themselves, like they're stabbing the tree. Yeah,
But has everyone stopped?
everyone can see this clearly. Yeah,
But I know, but
yeah.
what I'm saying is, because you said Thalanil, obviously I'm at the back of the pack, so if
Yeah.
I've noticed this fork, I stop.
Yeah.
Has everybody else stopped at that point of noticing, or have they continued running after the
I
bird?
don't know. It's up to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that. Yeah.
Right, if
Cool,
that's
cool,
okay.
cool.
What the fuck were we doing?
No
What were you fucking chasing?
You guys are all out of
Yeah.
breath at this
look.
point.
What the
Yeah.
fuck were you all chasing?
You guys do feel
We're
hunger starts to
trying-
kick in. Yeah, hunger starts to kick in. You do feel a thirst. You do.
Oh, damn it. That bread I ate 20 minutes ago, well, half an hour ago, fuck. Even though it's good to carb up before a run. So, what?
This giant bird flew.
Did you see it? We started running because you saw a bird.
Shut the fuck up.
So I just want to clarify. We're in the woods.
Yeah.
Animals live in the woods. You saw a bird in the
It
woods.
wasn't a normal one. It had like gold wings.
Real dog.
It felt weird, just a bad feeling.
I don't know. I felt an urge to follow it.
Right. Well, let's put a fucking edge script. What? Soul
So
Rex.
if we're acting on our urges, then you can't be mad at me.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my! Yeah, I think Novarik and Fallon will take a step back. I think we both at the same level. Hold on.
God.
Yeah, we stand back. I know. I can see some fucking mandibles appearing here.
I actually would like to walk away at that point.
No.
That's what I said.
Face it.
I just spit at the floor and walk off.
Right, you two. You fucking.
I didn't stop!
No, hey. Chill, alright? You and you, let's not talk till we get to Glammlon.
Radic's like, holy shit, in your head.
So, listen to me, mother brotherfucker.
I hate that. Oh.
You two are not to talk to each other till we get to Glammlon, okay?
Why not me?
Okay, is that right?
Yeah.
Now that let's all take a minute, catch your breaths. Do we carry on chasing this gold-winged bird?
Well, I don't know what way it went from this point.
So no then.
Okay, so I take it, look, we've come to the fork in the road.
Yeah.
I found one. So let's do what Rickman said and we'll take the right path. Is that cool? Is that cool? Because Solrax is going to be following this path.
It's the right path, yes?
Let
Are
me,
there any nice feathers or anything? Can I, like,
Yeah, do an investigation. Yeah, cool.
so Solrax is going to be following us once Janelle's sorted her shit. I think it's best if we just follow the path.
Okay.
I'm investigating. After I spat on the floor.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Nat 20.
Forget it, don't worry.
It wasn't Nat 20.
That's
Put
a
the
nat
sound
20.
effects in that.
Yeah, stupid bird. Let's go to Bird World, Aria. Cool, it's alright.
Yeah.
It's done.
No, bird subplot dead.
DM.
Yeah, you don't see anything, I'm afraid.
Right, let's Novarik.
Motherfucker's long resting! Oh
I
shit.
just sleep again. Novarik!
Hello, it's Janelle here. Listen, I may know very little about what to do outside of Littleton, but what I do know is that if you like what you watch, you should like, comment, and subscribe. Also follow us on Spotify and TikTok, and maybe shout us out on social media as well. Anyways, back to the video.
Little Thalanil had to come out.
It's almost like it's an omen.
Oh.
That's my line.
That's my
That
thing!
is Lizzie's joke. It
Yeah,
was
I'm
funny again. Right.
We're back! Hello!
Everybody, yeah?
Yeah.
Right,
It's just an
so we're all
intro.
happy. We ignore that bird that Aradani's eating.
Yeah! It just like,
She did
just
shoot
cooked.
it.
No, look.
Yeah.
Where did you get that? So yeah, I'm gonna start heading down the right. I know Solrax is gonna catch up soon. He knows this way. I'm gonna go towards the right.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll follow.
You best have you best have
Right.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Again, right.
begin to walk down that pathway to the right.
I'm not running.
No.
Guys, please. Fucking hungry.
Automatically, when you take this right pathway,
We fall down
yeah,
the
there's just yeah, the child halfling just appears again.
Oh,
You should have come
don't,
here.
because I really want him to be a good guy.
Yeah.
I want him on Thalanil's deathbed to walk through the door and be like, healing hands.
No, like
You're back!
Peter Parker, not Peter Parker, like Tony Stark's grave, and it's like a kid from Iron Man 3 just
Yeah.
sitting there. Yeah.
Hey,
Um,
finish up, guys.
Hey,
Oh,
Spoiler.
watch the movies, guys. Come on, they've been out since 2019. Yeah. Yeah, cut that out. It doesn't take long to see that there's a lot of sunlight scattered on this pathway, and the trees almost begin to part slightly ahead of you, like the environment is changing down this pathway.
okay. Can I see if there's any kind of small animals that I can quickly collect for later lunch? Yeah, I mean,
Now,
rip body
You
from
could do-
spirit.
you could do one of two. Investigation is you're looking for something specific, or a survival role. Survival is your understanding of being in such an environment and knowing where best to be for an animal to appear. So investigation, look for one. Survival, basically trace your steps to find where you best should be.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm starting to get a little bit hungry.
Yeah, same.
So
I'm gonna roll a survival.
look, I think it's starting to look a bit more healthier up ahead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and investigate to see if I can see a couple of small mammals, maybe some rabbits, or maybe some squirrel. And maybe I could get us some lunch. I don't know if you guys want to do. I know you're kind of like a tree friend, being a magical. Are you alright if I hunt some animals?
That's fine.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna.
I've eaten meat. It's fine.
Oh nice. Yeah. So gobble it down. I'm gonna look for some small rabbits or some squid.
Oh, okay. So what role are you doing?
I'm gonna do an investigation.
Okay, and sorry, you did a survival arrow.
Survival.
Cool. Right, have you rolled that yet? Or
Yeah, I got 14.
14 sick.
11.
11. You're looking for a small. Okay, so you think up at the trees. That's probably the best way to go.
Oh, I can't.
I mean, it's up to you. You can climb.
That's my thing.
Aridani, can you give me a boost?
Why should I?
Huh? Because I'm trying to get us all lunch.
Okay.
Actually, don't worry about it. Oh yeah, you want to give me? Someone give me a boost up this tree.
Okay. Yeah. Well, someone. Yeah. Someone.
What am I rolling? Is that athletics?
Yeah. Who is? Who is?
I need two, so one can grab each leg.
Yeah. Both give me athletics then. Yeah. Go on.
What is strength?
Because we're doing our cheerleaders.
Oh,
Yeah.
So maybe we're strength. He's athletics to stay balanced.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
Yeah.
Not to tell you how to do it.
17.
Whee.
12.
12.
Wait, I can't read. Oh, it's up there. 15.
Great. Very good. Yeah. So on either side, Ari and Novarik, you essentially push him up on left and right foot, and you stay balanced enough. It is a little bit rocky, but with your roll of 17, as you feel them raise to the highest point that they're good, you push yourself off of the palms.
Oh, sorry.
Push yourself off of the palms and grab the branch and pull yourself up. Yeah. Cool. So with your continued investigation.
I'm going to pop my hood up.
Lovely.
So I feel like all mysterious, like a potential character we were just talking about.
I will say, at which point, Danny, your role of survival 14, you've been gauging your surroundings, and you know, obviously, being within a world that you're aware of your surroundings. You know to find such an animal on the ground, it would be a while. Who the fuck are you?
Keep that in.
Yeah.
Do not take that
Yeah.
Serious finger.
No, don't keep that in. So, you know you're going to wait a while for an animal to bound along on the floor. So, Thalanil's got the right idea. You need to be up there. So, you get yourself to a vantage point beneath the tree where you can start to look at maybe the trunk, maybe the top where the animals would jump to and fro, you know. So, to get yourself in the best possible area for you to potentially, you know.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'm ready with my crossbow to shoot.
Nice. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I'll probably get my crossbow out as well.
Yeah, cool. Okay. Here's what you do see, Thalanil.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm not going.
When you are up at this height, above you.
Wait, let me replicate what I feel at I've got my hood up. Crossbow ready.
The trees have parted, they have cleared, but the wildlife that you see hanging in front of you is woven up in web.
Oh no.
It appears to be, did appear to be a squirrel. It seems to be encased in thick web hanging from an unknown point above. Aridani, you are at a good spot with your survival of 14 that you don't notice it, but you do notice Thalanil stop and see something. So you think, oh, something's coming.
Was okay.
Mm.
What is it, Thalanil? Is it a rabbit?
See what I was worried about earlier, about reading that tale, about those dwarves and that halfling in the woods. It looks like there's a small animal with some webbing up here.
What kind of webbing?
One of a dolphin. It's a fucking spider's web. Fuck!
Okay.
I think we might be next. We need to warn the other two. And I'm going to see if I can see any spiders or creature, maybe a dolphin, that made this way.
You're looking specifically for a spider,
Yeah.
or you're. I am going to get you to do a perception. I think that's probably the most apt role. Arya and Novarik, what are you two doing?
Isn't that one?
Lol. Weapons out. Yeah. Cool.
Okay, in that case.
Sorry, Carl.
How far away? Sorry. How far away are we from them?
How far away? So you've just pushed Thalanil up the tree. So I'm assuming you're still standing beneath the branch that Thalanil was now on. So you.
Has he made like a noticeable like a?
Yeah.
Can
You-
I be like, what is it?
Yeah.
Why?
You've spoken loud enough for our Danny to hear. She's far away from the branch, so you can clearly hear the whole conversation
Okay.
happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll just do the same as I did earlier. I'll just kind of be ready to change if need to.
Yeah.
Can I look down and kind of notice, oh shit, actually, maybe I could just tell him myself from up here.
Yeah.
Wait, Novarik, Arya. There's a squirrel and a spider's web up here. But it looks like there's a fair bit of webbing, so just... It's pretty big.
What's your perception? Sorry.
It was a nat one.
Oh yes, of course it was that one.
I think I've got some dust in my eye or something.
Yeah,
That's
you're
just-
only focused on the squirrel.
Yeah. Just keep an eye out, alright? Keep your fucking eyes out. If.
Hey Ben, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, great.
Good to see you. Ben's back, everyone. And with the return of Ben, we'll cut back to Solrax.
Yeah.
And back to Littleton. No, yeah.
Well, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So,
Where's all your stuff? Oh.
as I'm sure you're aware, as what we discussed before, Ben, Solrax is still in Littleton, waiting for Janelle to lock up the milestone, lock up the tavern, do anything last that she needs to. So you've just been standing in the town square polishing your great axe from before. Yeah. So in front of you, you can see the halflings have resumed their activities. They're still putting up any of the decorations for the party. And to your right, after remaining here for about almost feels like 5-10 minutes, you've managed to get the polish of your axe to a point at which you're satisfied. And to your right, you hear Janelle go, "All right, let's go. I'm ready."
Well, I know, obviously, whereabouts.
Yeah, they told you that they were going to go the path as agreed from before.
Could you imagine if we said we'll wait for Solrax? We're not doing a fucking thing until Ben finishes his shit.
Yeah.
You're nice.
Okay. So to remember, you need to do an intelligence roll, Solrax.
To remember.
Mmm.
Pop it in.
Ah, yes, good dice now. Yeah, come on. Use your dice.
Yeah, go on.
Shouldn't have used his dice.
It's a 7. Wait, bear with me.
And this dust.
It's an 8.
That's an 8. You remember you need to walk through the woods.
Brilliant.
Don't worry. Someone else is doing a roll.
Hey, it's fluffy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. You do, as Janelle asks. Right, I'm ready. You can see Fluffy slowly walking into the town square,
Yeah.
tail down, looking around, head
this
up.
dog is so emotionally abused.
and sees you, and tail goes up, and mouth opens, just a smile, and just trots up to you, and doesn't do anything more than just sniff a bit, and then just sits down.
Sorry,
Janelle said she was ready.
Janelle, yeah. Where did we say we were going again?
Through the woods.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah. We take the centre pathway and the right fork at the end of it. Yes.
We love you,
Richie.
Janelle.
She rolled well. I'm proud of Janelle.
Stop calling her that.
Yeah.
First time.
Yeah.
I knew that, Janelle. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. Oh.
I was just
Of
about to
course.
say the same thing.
No, I don't. Yeah. I don't blame. Of course you knew. Of course. You go to leave. Yeah. You hear behind you very quickly. Janelle.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Before you go, Janelle turns around, a look of irritation quickly in her face, and just goes, very sassy look at the mayor. Well, I just want you to know that wherever you go next, you have our hearts with you, our thoughts with you. We know you're going to be safe with them. But please know that the door will always be open for you to return whenever. Littleton is and always will be your home. Thanks. Okay. Well. Okay. Good. So goodbye, Sorax. Thank you for staying behind for Janelle.
No worries, anytime.
And until we meet again.
Take care of yourself, little man.
I will. Okay, and then he turns around and walks back toward the organising of the decorations in the background. The halflings have now stacked themselves shoulder on shoulder again and officially tied the garland from one side of the wall towards the town hall. And they look like they're about to attach a new one. Yep. Cool. So, headed to the woods?
Yeah.
Cool. So you walk along to the woods with Janelle by your side and Fluffy as well. Nice, cute. And you get to the woods and the pathway splits left, middle, and right. Janelle points to the middle, so it's got to be this way, through the middle. Zorak's just like, wow, this is intense. Centre path, right fork. Yeah. Cool.
What are we waiting for?
Okay. I'm just, never really left Littleton before.
I'll pick her up and put her on the phone.
Yeah, give me an athletics for this. Because if this goes badly, mate.
Why are you touching me?
Yeah. 7.
Oh no.
She's light. Okay, hang on.
She's gained £1,000.
This one. Okay, so you pick her up almost a bit too quickly. And you almost throw her. And she almost balances on your horns as you throw her up. And so you do feel a little bit of ow, but she pulls herself down onto your shoulders and goes, was that necessary? I was in the middle of whatever. Fine. Okay.
Not my apologies, you're lighter than normal.
What would you consider normal?
Yeah, I don't know. You don't sit on my shoulders. You're cute.
Wrapping my legs around her head.
So you make your way through the pathway. The woods around you, the environment is as it was before, as you remember. You've been through the woods a couple of times now. Pathway is really badly trodden. It's dead all around you. The trees appear dead. Branches scratching at the air as well. And dense enough for the sunlight to crack through, but for it to be a dark environment for being encased in trees. So, walking along, Janelle is quite silent on your shoulders, but Fluffy is very eager and just walking ahead, and every now and again walks a little bit too far and then looks back at you, and then just carries on. Stops, looks back at you, and keeps going, almost like Fluffy is going up.
I like snap off the stick on the trees and just keep chucking it and playing fetch as we're walking.
Oh, yeah.
Just keep it
So
like-
no, so you go to the tree. It's very brittle, and the dry wood just goes. It just comes straight off, and 7 blights come out. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Go on. Yeah, give me go humour me. We'll do athletics for the amount. 1 athletics for all of the times that you throw the branch.
Okay,
Yeah, go on then. Do an athletics. And Fluffy's going to do a roll as well to see how good they are at understanding this game.
First one's 10.
Oh, nice. 10. Come on, Fluffy, be competent. You've got this. You've got this.
Trips over. It was just-
Falls down the hole.
Intelligence is Fluffy's weakest score. It's a -4.
Jesus Christ.
It's a wolf.
Dumb fucking wolf.
Yeah, it's not great. Yeah, here's what happens. You throw the stick and Fluffy just proceeds to keep walking. And you throw it again and Fluffy keeps walking and the stick doesn't hurt her, but it hits the back of the head and goes, just looks around, looks back at you.
It was worth a try.
Yeah.
She's probably never played
Yeah.
fetch before.
No.
So maybe if an owner spent some time with her.
Oh.
The thing is, right, I've never once been to Bureau where I just like,
But every time she's about, you're like, oh, my dog, my Fluffy. I mean, you sleep with this.
Aw.
Can I just try and teach Fluffy how to play fetch on the way? Just to keep myself busy.
Yeah, sure.
I kind of like wave it in front of the dog, you know. And when her head starts to follow.
You're trying to teach the dog how to play fetch. It's an animal handling, I'd say. You're trying to, yeah.
11.
11.
Yeah.
I want to do a roll as well. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so you do wave the stick around, and every now and again, as you lean down, Janelle goes, "Ah!" and just pushes herself back up and goes, might it benefit catching up with? And you, whoa, hold on.
Silent wench.
Yeah. The door, Fluffy in the end, no, you gesture to the branch almost as if you're interested in the branch. And Fluffy goes to bite the branch and you take it away and interest begins to form in this specific branch that you're holding. And after a while, you toss the branch to one side and Fluffy looks at it and goes, confused, walks up to it, picks it up, trots back to you and almost tries to give it back to you. Is it this interesting thing that you've dropped? Why are you leaving it behind?
I'm going to take it and then pet Fluffy so she knows that it was the
Ah,
right thing.
yeah.
And then, yeah, just keep, as we walk in, just every now and then a little.
Have you looked after animals before then?
I saved this wolf. It was me.
You saved it?
Yeah.
When?
Long story. Before we stumbled across Littleton, we wound up in a goblin cave and Fluffy was...
Oh, where you found Rickvan?
Yeah, that's the one.
My goodness. And they treated wolves badly as well.
They treat everything badly. If it's not a goblin, they don't like it.
At that point, as you've been walking for a while, you encounter the same carriage that you, Aridani, and Thalanil stumbled across before with the goblins. Listen to Fluffy, I know they won't be able to. Yeah, I know you're trying to say like, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Alright, okay. Stop it! Stop it! You can see there's a distinct lack of goblins on the floor.
Yeah.
No corpses of them. Just yeah, cool.
Yeah. Let me just finish this tweet.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. There are no arrows. There are no markings of any sign of a battle that has taken place before, just the broken cart. And Janelle sounds shocked and goes, "Oh, that's Rickvan's cart. Is this where you found him?"
We found him in a cave nearby, but this is where he got attacked originally.
I see. Okay. What should we do? Should we keep going?
I mean, we could always check it out, but it'd be good to catch up with the others.
I see. Okay. Fine.
Depends what you want. Do you want to check it out? See if there's anything like that?
No, I think we should just keep going.
Matt's desperate. There's so much to read. No, just keep going. Don't even worry about it, dog.
Yeah. Catch up the fuck up to them. Yeah. No.
All right, let's go.
Cool. I'm going to get you to do one more athletics to see how well Sorax's overall pace is to catch up. So one more.
Will this fit in your tower?
Huh?
Will this fit in your tower?
Yeah, I should do, Dave.
And that's why.
Hey! Nice. Cool. Yeah. Sorax, you're not even running, but the way that you walk with such confidence,
Yeah.
it's like it is for a Dragonborn like a speed walk. And when you do that, it's almost as if you begin to, with each stride, you just jump on each leg. And you paint the surroundings around you of the dead infertile wood to the luscious greenery of Denderin around you, and you remember with your tribe jumping across tree trunk to large tree root to branch across rock as well. So you take yourself back to home, and then you refine your stride tenfold, and you hear Fluffy keeping up with you, and Janelle goes, as you keep running. Yeah.
Awesome.
And we'll cut back to the guys at this point in time.
So I've just told you about keep it real. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm focusing on the squirrel.
Cool. So what's your plan, guys? What are you doing?
I'm going to speak to Radic, let him know this place and hang you out.
Ooh.
Speak to Radic, yeah?
Yeah, just sort of like casual as the Thejor battle.
Okay, cool. Give me a religion roll.
Can you not use a certain sense of a spider?
I don't know.
I don't want to use another term.
I'm not in spider form, so I'm not going to sense anything.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Could you use your
You can ask me to turn into one if you want.
What is it?
12.
Nice, okay. I'm just going to have a look because it's a frost spider. You can turn into, isn't it? Yeah.
Wasn't it a wolf?
Wolf.
Oh, you can turn into a wolf as well, can't you? Okay.
No, wait,
I
a
just
wolf
said
spider.
I'm
A wolf
turning into a
spider,
wolf
Matt.
Anyway.
No,
A wolf spider.
A wolf
Was it a wolf
not just a
spider?
wolf. Yeah.
A wolf spider, a huntsman spider, they're the same species.
Yarr. Oh,
One's
no,
in
not.
Australia,
This is coming from a girl with arachnophobia.
I know.
I know what to look out for.
I hate all of them, but I know which ones I'm
I thought it was a frost. Okay. So while you're in contact with a web, you know the exact location of any other creature in contact with the same web. You can't, when you're in front of a spider, you can always try and communicate with it, but this is an ability that a spider can have. Touch web.
Well, I was just saying
Come
to
across a
Thalanil,
I
like,
was trying to
he
hunt
can
for
ask
food.
me to turn into one.
So I'm
Yeah.
Because like obviously I can't see as much as him. He's an advantage.
Of course. Yep. With your roll for Radic, you ask, you're just saying be alert, there's danger. Yeah. I'm here. What's happened?
Just a heads up. Could be getting could get spicy in it. It's warning.
Good.
Just gets warning.
And then voice just goes away.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Oi, Aria. When you turn into Aria, your scary self, can you sense other spiders around you, like my friend P. Parker? He's from Azeroth, don't worry about it. But can you sense any other spiders?
I mean, I've not tried, but I can get it done.
Yeah, just let Aridane, Aria's going to turn into a spider, so don't freak out.
Is there anything
Novarik.
that you have as a spider?
Don't freak out. She's going to turn
You
into
know
a
that
spider.
you're not one of those spiders.
Oh.
It will depend what breed
Has
of
he
spider they
got-
are. The
has he
thing
got
is, I'm gonna
particular
know what it is, but
markings?
then I can't communicate with you in spider form. Because
But I can speak with animals.
Ah,
Yeah, you can.
Teamwork. Oh, but you guys aren't
But
speaking.
you hate each other.
Yeah.
Hey, there's no hatred from me.
Oh,
Oh.
that's
you
so
got-
true.
You just dripped a little.
Oh no. Okay.
But I think everyone needs to.
Pissed off, I'd rather not die.
Okay. I think everybody ready up. Aria, Aria, you do you.
You do what you want. If you get killed, it's not my bad.
You got this.
I'll change.
You're gonna change into a spider.
Can we hear
Okay.
the transformer noise every time? Or is it more the Ben 10 noise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like
that's
the
cool.
Omnitrix.
Nice.
Add that to inventory as canon.
Nice.
That would actually make sense, a druid with an Omnitrix.
Yeah.
With all the species.
That would be so cool.
I kind of keep forgetting I can't turn into other things. I'm just.
That's alright, you do.
It's my thing.
Yeah.
So Arya, you transform into your wolf spider form. Ariachnid returns.
Ariachnid, I choose you!
Yes, cool. So yeah, big spider. Right back. What is big spider doing?
Climb.
Go. Yeah, climb.
You didn't think this through. I'm gonna climb.
So yeah.
I'm just pissed!
Just the Willem Dafoe meme of.
Yeah. I'm screaming, but no noise is coming out.
It's like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Pride scream. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I get that right up in his face and I'm
nice.
I'm trying to take a mental image of her face so I don't accidentally kill her later.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't know if I have any defining features. Like, that's a good question, though. Like,
Can I
don't know if have any
investigate?
defining features that would differentiate me from any other spider.
Yeah, has she got
that
any?
they don't
Has she got any markings that I can keep an eye on?
You can do. Yeah, do an investigation.
She got a little dart.
I've
It's in that one!
To be fair,
Holy fuck! It's a spider.
I'm not really discussing with you what it looks like.
Quick,
So,
make it
yeah.
up now. Make it up
I
now.
have a big white blaze on the back of it.
Okay, fair.
Cool.
But I don't see that. I'm too
It
scared.
is an atypical of a normal house spider, basically massive, large. So
I'm gonna
yeah.
get a picture of that.
Yeah. The way that I imagine it, imagine a large tarantula.
I'm thinking
with a large,
Harry Potter's Aragorn.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a wolf spider's a huntsman, which is like the really big ones you get in Australia.
The
that
boss
everyone
of
freaks
spider.
out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this, so I'll just show this picture.
Okay.
Imagine that but with a white stripe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Richie, not even that.
Yeah. Spider. I'm gonna put it up on screen in 3, 2. That was a millisecond of just a.
I'm not watching this.
No.
That was awful when that spider was in
That is
here.
what she is.
Nah, fuck that.
No, she's got a white thing down her booty.
A blaze. Like on a horse.
Oh.
it's a blaze.
Oh.
Okay. Cool. But
Oh,
Thalanil
it's a little
Thalanil don't know that though.
No, I'm so focused on how many eyes.
So
and-
Arya.
It's a spider with a mane!
Nice. You make contact with the web in spider form, and instantly just
touch the web.
yeah.
Just one.
Yeah. Oh, it's
She likes salting with violin.
It's like quivering, which is horrible when spiders.
yeah.
Right, it's amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
When like he's in the sewer and the lizard starts pinging all the webs.
Yeah, like that. Essentially, the vibrations that you feel straight away just give you the feeling straight up and outwards. And the pathway that you were heading, the web is tenfold that direction. It is scattered through the trees all around. Can you sense with any... there is faint movement no major vibrations nearby. You don't feel the presence of anything around you in the web that is moving, but there appears to be a lot of commotion ahead of the pathway that you're heading to.
Oh, he hit the squirrel, just food it. There's
No, it's already been eaten. He said what looks like the remnants of them. Yeah. A remnant?
You found a remnant! Dead squirrel, go!
Yeah.
No, it was the bird got caught in the web.
Oh god.
I don't know how I didn't do it. I
I turned ginger for a second.
Oh no!
Did the Harry Potter thing.
I mean, I guess.
I don't support Harry Potter anymore. Trans rights.
Trans rights.
Butterflies.
Okay.
I've seen my dice.
Just as a DM advice, remember when you turn back into Arya, that's one wild shape
I know,
used.
that's my problem. I don't
You
even
can
waste
stay
it.
in this spider form for a while. There's no like cooldown effect like Ben 10. But yeah, if you turn back
You
into
can,
Arya.
I can't cast web, can I?
No. In this specific spider, no, you can only bite. Because you gain access to this creature at level 2. So unfortunately, it's
And I'm
not
also
too of an
only-
OP spider just yet.
Yes.
Until it turns
Yeah.
into Mecha Arian, actually.
Cool. I will say, at this point in time, Solrax, with the pace that you have maintained, you see a fork in the roads ahead of you, to the left and to the right. And over the movement, Janelle just shouts, "Head right, head right!"
Yeah, go right.
Yeah.
Those type of details.
Instantly, when you turn right, you see Aridani looking up towards a branch in the middle of the pathway. Novarik holding his sword, looking up at the branch as well. And Thalanil and a branch looking terrified above a massive spider.
Okay.
Oh shit, wait!
Who's closest to me?
Who's closest to you? I would probably say Novarik.
I'm gonna shout to Novarik and say, "What's going on? Like, I need some context here. Is he about to die?" Or is he like,
And Janelle goes,
Alright, yeah, Janelle's
We're in
the
an
same.
odd position. He's not gonna die.
Where's Arya?
That is alright.
Okay. Wonderful.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if there's any sort of like rock or something I could put Janelle and have Fluffy on standby with Janelle.
What?
And then
What, just keep Fluffy with Janelle?
keep Fluffy with Janelle.
Yeah.
You know, on guard.
Okay, yeah, that will be, you're trying to give Fluffy direction.
Yeah.
This is another animal handling.
Another animal handling.
Yeah, that's fine.
12.
Nice. Okay, give me a sec.
That's the damage. So bad. Oh, what?
Okay, so here's what happens. You take Janelle off of your shoulders,
Yeah.
put her on the side of the pathway, and she's shaken, but clearly trying to calm herself. Every now and again, her hands go up to her head and go, "It's okay." And what direction do you give to Fluffy?
I'm just gonna see if Fluffy will stay.
You just say stay.
Stay with Janelle.
Yeah. You say with a demanding voice and a point of the finger, stay. Fluffy just looks at you and instantly just trots over to Aridani.
Okay, in that case,
She's back
My
there.
neglectful mother.
in that case, I'm gonna take the stick that I've been playing fetch with
Yeah.
and give it to Janelle so she can keep Fluffy.
Ah, clever. Yeah. Brilliant. Okay. So Aridani, as you're focused on all of this happening, you do feel the lick of Fluffy.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna give her a cuddle.
Aww. Okay. Cool. Sorax, what are you doing?
So yeah, I'm gonna give the stick that I've been playing fetch with
Give that
to
shit.
Janelle. And I'm gonna say to Janelle, stay here. We're gonna sort this out.
Cool. Yeah.
Keep the dog near you.
Yeah.
Keep it entertained with this stick.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go towards the tree with Thalanil and a big spider in.
Cool. Janelle doesn't say anything. Goes, okay.
And I kind of gesture to Janelle to come over to me.
All right. Wow.
Oh.
Just stay here. Stay here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I've got the dog next to me.
Yeah.
If I do like a Janelle, come in.
Yeah. She just gingerly walks over.
Yeah.
And just looks sorry and goes, "Is this okay? Can I? Should I?"
Yeah, of course.
Okay. And holds the stick, and she walks up to you, Danny, and goes, "Hi."
It's a wolf and not a dog. And then can I just say to Janelle,
Run, bitch, run.
what have you got? Like,
In your shit.
I haven't got any weapons.
This is a mugging. Girls' night was a ruse. Yeah.
Have you got any weapons?
I have a dagger.
It's like a confession.
What have you got on you? Put it on the floor!
Help.
Wait, your hands up! Do not reach!
Can you get to it easy?
She puts the stick on the floor, and then she just pulls the dagger out of her boot.
Good. Keep hold of it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do like a little click to Fluffy
Yeah.
to be like, you can grab that stick.
Fluffy just proceeds to just keep standing there.
It's thick.
You're a big girl.
Yeah. She'll learn. She'll learn. Okay, sorry. Everyone else, what are you doing?
Do I notice Solrax and Jim?
Yeah.
I look down and go, Solrax! How are you doing, mate? Yeah, great. What's going on? Look, we've seen a web. I think it's hard to tell because Harry's now a spider. I think she's got a hold of something, maybe like a clue.
You begin to feel a lot more vibrations through
Oh,
the webs.
God!
I'm going to walk towards this creature.
It's time! Roll initiative.
I've been dying to use this